Everyone. So, welcome to day 10 of your AWS tutorial and the DevOps journey both. So, right now we are talking about the AWS tutorial and the AWS cloud specifically. And here in this particular AWS tutorial, we are talking about the AWS EC2 instance. And in the AWS EC2 instances, till now we have talked about why cloud came into the picture, what were the challenges associated before the cloud, and how cloud has resolved those issues. We have talked about how to set up your free AWS account and how to get started with your AWS cloud journey. In this particular video, we will be talking about EC2 launch template and the EC2 auto scaling groups, correct? Before that, in terms of EC2, we have talked about your user data, we have talked about static IP addresses, and we have also talked about elastic block storage, and we have also talked about different EC2 instance available. We have talked about multiple availability zones and the regions, and here as we mentioned that we will be talking about your auto scaling groups and the launch template. So just moving to the launch template now. So our launch template is similar to a launch configuration in that it specifies instance config information. It includes your ID of AMI, instance type, key peer, security group, and other parameters used to launch EC2 instances. So when you have to launch EC2 instance, what we do, we come to this AWS platform, we click on this launch instance button, correct? If you have not watched the video how to launch EC2 instance, you can watch out the other videos which are available on the channel itself. So here you come and you pass the name, you pass the different configuration, you pass the details, instance types, key pair, networking configuration, then other configuration, whatever you have to pass. So in the similar way, while going to the launch templates, you will create a template where you will pass all this configuration, but you will not be launching the server in actual in reality, correct? You will just create a template and you will keep that. Now with this particular template, whenever you want to create a certain number of servers, you will just specify the number of servers and it will create that, correct? So this launch template will be treated as a template where all the configurations will remain in that template, and you have to just click on the go ahead kind of button and it will launch the number of servers for you. So with versioning of launch templates, you can create a subset of the full set of parameters. When we say the versioning, what will be the benefits of versioning? Just suppose in first version you selected your instance type, the instance type in the configuration as a t2.micro. In the next versioning, you want that this instance type should be promoted, and you go from t2.micro to your c5.xlarge or something t3.medium. So you can enable this versioning for the different you can enable the versioning for your launch template, and you can launch the your instances, your number of servers with the same configuration but with the different resources, the different capability, correct, with the a higher number of CPU, with the higher number of memory associated with that particular server, while associating the same security group, while associating the same key pair, associating the same networking configuration and everything, correct? So there your versioning will help you to keep the track of your launch templates, what kind of modifications you are doing and all those things, correct? For example, you can create a launch template that defines a base configuration without an AMI or user data script. After you create your launch template, you can create a new version and add the AMI and user data. So that's the another use case. In first version of your launch template, you can just create a simple template, and then in the second version of template you can write down some of the scripts which can be utilized to launch your servers, correct? This will we will see in the demo as well. Now moving to the next topic, that's your auto scaling group. So auto scaling group will help you to launch your server. So now you have the template. This template will be associated with your auto scaling group, which will ultimately launch your number of servers according to your configuration, how many number of servers you want at a particular moment. So as for the definition, an auto scaling group contains a collection of EC2 instances that are treated as a logical grouping for the purpose of automatic scaling and management. So based on the based on the some traffic, based on the some number of requests, based on the CPU utilization, or based on the memory utilization, you want to scale down or scale up your number of EC2 instances to handle the traffic, correct? To handle the performance in optimized way. you want to do the scaling, the dynamic scaling of your number of server. So for that you can create a group that will be called as a auto scaling group, and this group will consist of number of EC2 instances on which your application will be running, correct? So the next point out of this ASG auto scaling group, the short term referred as a ASG, also lets you use Amazon EC2 auto scaling features such as health check, replacement, and scaling policies. So within auto scaling group, you can create the different kind of policies that we will be talking in next slide. It also maintains the number of instances in auto scaling group, and automatic scaling are the core functionality of the EC2 auto scaling service, correct? So automatic scaling that we are talking about, and even the name suggests, this is the core functionality of your auto scaling service. Moving to the different policy, what we referred here, it auto scaling group also lets you create different scaling features and different health check and scaling policy. In the next video, we have covered the policies as well. So it has three kind of policies that we can create. Target tracking scaling. When we say target tracking scaling, a very simple example here we have kept it. It increases and decreases the current capacity of the group based on your temperature, Amazon CloudWatch metric, and a target value. Just to understand, it works similar to the way that your thermostat maintains the temperature of your home. You select a temperature and the thermostat's done the rest. So you don't have to worry about anything. You just set 20 degrees Celsius and it will maintain the 20 degrees Celsius temperature, whether it's cold or it's hot, correct? It will maintain the same temperature. In the similar way, target tracking scaling works in the auto scaling group. If you set a target CPU utilization of 50%, that means you say that whenever my CPU utilization for server goes up to 50%, you just scale, correct? So auto scaling adds or removes, or when your CPU utilization comes up to 50%, after like it was being utilized up to 70 and now it has come to 50%, auto scaling will downgrade the number of servers, correct? So auto scaling adds or remove instances as needed to keep CPU usage around 50%. Now the second kind of policy which can be attached to auto scaling group, that is step scaling. What does this step scaling does? Step scaling adjusts the capacity of the auto scaling group based on the magnitude of the alarm breach. Larger breach led to larger scaling adjustment. Just for the example, if your CPU utilization exceeds 70%, you can configure the policy to add 2 instances for a small bridge and 5 instances for a larger bridge. So you can create the different criteria. If it goes up to 50, launch 2 more instances. If it goes for 90%, launch 10 instances. If it goes for 95%, launch 15 instances. So that kind of step by step scaling you can configure in auto scaling group. Next simple scaling is increase and decrease the current capacity of the group based on a single scaling adjustment with a cooldown period between each scaling activity. What does this say? Let's understand this through example. If an alarm is triggered when CPU utilization goes above 70%, auto scaling adds 2 instances and waits for a specified cooldown time before allowing another scaling section. So once it will scale, it will wait for few time duration, and after that it can scale up again. But in between that particular time, it will just wait for few minutes, correct? The according to your configuration, even that particular time duration is called as cooldown period. So that's the term in auto scaling group. From where you can see this launch template and the target groups. For that you will have to come to the AWS console. Here in the left side you will see there is a option of creating your launch templates here, correct? So you can click on the create launch template. You can just give the name demo or template. Let me call it as a demo template. You will just give the description, it used for demo, or whatever you want to say, used for demo. Source template, if you want to do from anywhere, like source template you can give, or we are creating the first one, so I'm just going with that. If you want to add any tag, you can just give the name and the value demo template. I'm just passing that name. Or if you want to add any product, so let me just say that product and you say that my app, that will be my product, anything whatever you want to pass, correct? So product my app. Then application and OS images don't include in launch template. If you want to use it, you can just go with the quick start. You can select your Amazon Linux, which is free tier eligible. So with the help of this particular AMI, your instances will be launched whenever you will be selecting the launch template. Then for instance type, which kind of instance you want to launch. Just suppose that want to go with t2.micro. So I selected t2.micro. Key pair, I'll be selecting the one which way I'm using every time. So public key pair, or if you want to create new one, you can create it from here and you can associate the same. In the network settings, you can select your AP South 1A, that is your subnet. Then existing security group you can use, or you can create a new one according to your wish. I will be selecting the demo SGA. Then if you want to pass any other configuration, you can pass. You can either, if you want to add any user data here, you can add that user data, and you just simply click on the create launch template. Your launch template has been configured. You can just click on the view launch template, and here you go with your launch template here, correct? So you can see there's a versioning enabled here. So first one has come as a default. If you create one more template, like you get into the action, you modify template, correct, you just change anything, any value, or t2.nano or from t2.micro to something else, then you can just click on the create template version, and that will be your second version, correct? So that kind of configuration you can do. After that, once you have launched your template, you can go to this auto scaling group, and you can create one auto scaling group where you will be configuring this template as well. Click on the create auto scaling group, just give a name. So I'm just giving the name demo ASG. Launch template, which kind of server you want to launch. So I've already created demo template, so I will be launching the servers from this template only. Click on the next, and then you go with the networking configuration. So the default VPC and the availability zones. So I'll be selecting all these three availability zones, the three subnets where my instances will be launched. Balanced best effort, correct, so that the traffic will be distributed in all these availability zones. Click on the next, and just go with the default behavior, no load balancer, nothing. And right now we have not created any load balancer, that we will be talking later on. So just go with the default configuration. Click on the next, and the desired capacity, how many number of EC2 instances you want to launch. So just suppose that I want to launch two number of EC2 instances. How many minimum number of EC2 instances I want to launch? One. And how many max? I want to launch 4 max, but 2 as a desired. So 2 should be running. I can go up to 4, but the minimum should be 1, correct? So that kind of thing I have attached. I'm not creating any policy right now. I just want to show you the demo on the auto scaling. Furthermore, moving ahead, you can create your target tracking scaling policy or other things. I'm just going with the default one. Click on the next, and you are done. Tag, I won't be creating. Just click on the next. You review these things. Create auto scaling group. So when I have created auto scaling group, in the instance management section, you will see two EC2 instances should be launched here, correct? So one is in pending state, second one will be ready in few seconds, correct? So here also let me open the instances tab as well. Just get into this EC2 instances. Two EC2 instances are running, correct? That even you can see in the instance management within the auto scaling group section. So you can see that from the launch template we created the template, and in the auto scaling group we configured this launch template, and with the help of that, without clicking on the launch instances, auto scaling group itself uh, launched the number of instances what we wanted. So our desired was 2, max was 4. So a scaling will happen between 1 to 4, but it will maintain the desired state. So that desired state has been matched. Now I will just terminate this. So I'll mark it desired as 0, and it should go sorry, so I will have to mark this mean as 0 as well. So let's click on the update, and now these two EC2 instances should get terminated as well. So within a few seconds both of them should get terminated, because I have just updated my auto scaling as a 0. So the moment it will be, yeah, you can see that it's terminating. Here also you should see that it should get terminated, shutting down, correct? So this is all about your launch template and auto scaling group. And in next video we'll be talking about load balancers and other details what we have left in the EC2. So let's meet in the next video. Till the time, you can subscribe, you can stay tuned with the channel, and you can enjoy the content over this particular platform. So till the time, thank you, bye.